So I thought I would do another guinea pig health video today, and I am going to talk about Bumblefoot, which is a strange sounding disease that guinea pigs can get. Its more technical term is pododermatitis, I think I've said that right, and it is actually one of the most common ailments that guinea pigs can get, so I thought it's worth kind of covering what it is, how it can be diagnosed and how it can be treated. And I'll also talk a bit about my own experiences, because recently one of my own guinea pigs did have Bumblefoot, and that is Twiglet, who is pictured now. She had an operation to treat ovarian cysts, and Bumblefoot was one of the kind of complications which happened afterwards. Fortunately, I spotted it early and it was relatively easy to treat. So for those of you who don't know, Bumblefoot is an infection of the foot pad in guinea pigs, and other species can also get it, such as chickens, rats and rabbits can all get it too. It basically starts off as kind of swelling and reddening of the foot, and you also get scabs forming, and in later stages where it's quite severe, the foot is really swollen, really kind of disfigured almost, and you can have like open weeping and bleeding wounds on there, so it can be really nasty. If it's left untreated, the infection can get more and more severe. It can spread up the leg, it can also infect the bone, and ultimately if it's really bad then the leg might need amputating. If it's still left without treatments, then you'll get further complications such as not eating, being lethargic, things like that, and ultimately Bumblefoot can be fatal for guinea pigs. So it is quite a scary disease that they can get. It's something that you definitely need to be aware of. So what causes it? Well, Bumblefoot is thought to be a result of a bacterial infection when normal bacteria in the environment get into the foot and it kind of spreads from there. So they need to kind of get in there in the first place, and that's why Bumblefoot is often associated with poor living conditions where guinea pigs are kept in unsanitary cages that are too small so they don't move around enough, and also cages where the bedding is unsuitable, especially wire-bottomed cages. Other things that Bumblefoot might be related to are if there's not enough vitamin C in the diet, if the guinea pig is obese, if the nails become so overgrown that they might kind of cause wounds in the foot pad, general injuries maybe from being dropped, poor sanitation like I've already said, and excessive pressure on the feet. And with my case, I think Twiglet got it as a result of urine scald, which is another thing that can happen to the foot pads if the guinea pig is sat in one place for a long time and they're also sat in their own wee. So after Twiglet had her operation, she stayed overnight at the vet's. They didn't move her from her bed, so I think she was pretty much in there. She was eating, she was weeing, she was pooping, and I think the pad underneath her became saturated, and she kind of developed these scabs over the bottom of her foot, which then peeled off and it looked like it was better, but then I kind of started to notice the swelling and then these other scabs appearing. So I think initial like urine scald is what caused the bacteria to get into Twiggy's feet. So we should be giving our guinea pigs a health check every week, and Bumblefoot is one of the things that you can look for, so make sure you have a good look at the foot pads on the front feet and the back feet. It is meant to be more common on the front feet. Twiggy got it on her back feet though, so maybe it just depends. I'm going to put up some pictures of Bumblefoot at varying stages so you can kind of see what kind of signs you might be looking for as well. If you suspect that one of your guinea pigs has Bumblefoot, you should take them to the vet. Make sure it's a vet that has specialist knowledge of guinea pigs, or at least has had a lot of experience with treating guinea pigs. They should be able to identify the problem and give you some treatment. Now, if it's in its early stages, this might be something just like a cream to put on the foot, and the vet should also advise you maybe on their diet, but especially their housing, and what kind of cage they're kept in and what kind of bedding is on that cage. So for mild cases of Bumblefoot, improving the living conditions might be enough to kind of get over the problem, and the foot might heal itself, and you've kind of solved it then and there. For more moderate cases, maybe where you've got larger scabs, areas where you've got more inflamed, then you might have some creams to put on it. You might get an oral antibiotic. But another key treatment might involve soaking the feet in various solutions, and I actually found out this by reading the forums, and I tried it for myself. So we used Epsom salt soaks, and I had little Twiggy's feet in some egg cups for about 5 minutes twice a day. I'll put in a picture of her now. We thought it was really funny because the guinea pig themed egg cups worked perfectly for her. So anyway, with the salt soaks twice a day, that's what got to Twiggy's Bumblefoot. And the scabs are all gone now, and the swelling is slowly but surely going down. Now, for really severe infections, the guinea pig might need surgery to clear out the wounds, clear out any dead tissue. It might involve bandaging the feet every day. They might be on oral antibiotics for a long time, at least a month. The vet might take some of the tissue and take a culture from it, so you can kind of narrow down which antibiotics are best to be used. And as I said before, if the infection has gotten into the bone, which the vet can diagnose by doing an x-ray, then it might have to be that the leg is amputated, and obviously then you're looking at surgery and all the risks associated with that. So all in all, treatment for Bumblefoot can be quite tricky, and the best way is to prevent it ever happening. So the key things for preventing it is making sure that your guinea pig's cage is always nice and clean and dry. Really, guinea pigs should be cleaned out every day. I've never skipped a day cleaning out guinea pigs and thought, oh, they're fine, they don't need cleaning out today. And they're certainly not an animal that you can get away with cleaning once a week. They do poo and pee a lot, so at the very least you need to be cleaning out every day those areas of the cage that get soiled most. So prevention is the key really for Bumblefoot, especially as once they get it, they can be prone for it to come back, even though you have improved the cage and the conditions that they're kept in. In Twiggy's feet, they are actually still swollen. I wonder if I can show you close up. So if we just have a quick look at Twiggy's foot pad, sorry Twiggy, you're showing off your bum to all of YouTube, but if we just look at her foot pad on the left here, you can just see a bit of scarring where she had the scabs. The foot is just kind of generally a bit chunkier than it should be. Guinea pig hocks, which is this long bit here, should be really, really skinny, whereas Twiglets are kind of left a bit more swollen and just kind of chunkier than they should be. But I'm quite happy that that's all healed and there's no infection left in there. I had read on the forums some people saying that the foot can be kind of permanently disfigured after the guinea pig has had Bumblefoot, so it is something that could come back. And for Twiggy, we are definitely going to be checking her feet every week to make sure there's no signs, any redness or any swelling that might indicate the Bumblefoot coming back. Hey, are you a good piggy? Thank you for showing us. I think she might be in a strop now after that, but hopefully I've covered most of the things that you should know about Bumblefoot. The key thing is to make sure that your guinea pig is on the right kind of bedding, that they've got a large enough cage to move around, and that you are cleaning out that cage at least once a day. Also that every week when you kind of give them their all over health check, when you weigh them as well, you make sure you check underneath their feet for any signs of Bumblefoot developing. If you do all that and your guinea pig isn't fortunate enough to get Bumblefoot, then at least you know you've caught it in the early stages and you should be able to treat it relatively easily. There's more information on the treatment in the links, especially the Guinea links one where it says a bit more information about the types of foot soaks you can do. So if you want to know more, go and have a read of the links in the description below. But that's all from me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, then please ask them in the comments and I will try and get back to you. But for now, that's bye from me and bye from the piggies. Bye bye!